Right, here we are on another Winter's Day ride, and I've been working on getting a bunch of videos out to you guys over the last few weeks. I'm kind of in the middle of a few separate projects, and they're taking a little bit longer than I expected to get ready for rendering and then publishing on my channel. I really want to let you guys know that I'm really stoked to have hit 1,000 subscribers a week or two ago. I thought that I'd be lucky to get 1,000 subscribers prior to December, but I've got the 1,000 subscribers already, and it's only just turned. I got them in July 2019, so I'm pretty stoked. And as I ride and talk to the camera, I've got a bit of eye candy here. We've got Lisa on her Honda Africa Twin. She's picked up this bike a week ago. She's got a little dirt bike. You would have seen her riding her cross trainer, but she's picked up this Africa Twin. It's not the adventure sports, it's the standard, because she's not super tall and she wanted a bike that was a bit more manageable. This is the 2018 with the 30-year anniversary Africa Twin graphics. Looks fan-bloody-tastic. She's in the process of decking it out. She's chucked on some heated grips and crash bars and all that sort of stuff. Getting back to my channel, thank you guys for all the comments, all the thumbs ups, all the feedback I'm getting. This is essentially a hobby for me. I do it just for fun, just to document the rides that I do with other people, just to try and capture the spirit of the rides. I guess that's my channel formula these days, just essentially ride vlogs with little bits. Oh, there she goes. Catch up to her there. Chucking rocks at me. But yeah, so she's Lisa's one of my ride partners. I've got a whole bunch of other ride partners, and yeah, we go on adventures. So I'm going to document my rides, and I've always said that one day I'd like to look back, on these videos, perhaps at a time when I'm no longer able to ride. You might be elderly or infirm, who knows, but yeah, this is a way for me to create a diary, a video diary of my riding. I'm not getting any younger. I turned 45 this month, so yeah, getting on a bit, getting up to that point where, I know that the body will fail me in the future one day, maybe, but I hope to have many more decades of good riding behind me. So I'm pretty inspired by some of the people I ride with. Some of the guys I ride with are into their 60s and they're still riding hard and enjoying themselves. So yeah, I reckon there's plenty of time to get out there on the bikes, and I guess the channel will just grow organically as I publish videos. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, do it again. Just give it full throttle, and you can sort of move the back around to the left and the right and just see what happens. Yeah, so as I said, Lisa's picked up this AT just over a week ago, 2018 model, and she's just getting a feel for the traction control. Give it some, Lisa, around here. Go. Yeah, when you see a bit of dirt, give it a squirt for the camera. Works really well when you go around slight sweepers like this. You can just back it out and you won't lose it. There you go. I've got to make sure I stay to the right of Lisa, because that thing chucked some rocks at me earlier. Yeah, good stuff. Woo! So yeah, Africa Twin. This might get me some more subscribers. I've really been lacking in the Honda department. I am working on a video from a ride at Beachport where I went riding with a couple of guys. One of them was on a CRF 450L. But I have been lacking in the Honda sort of stakes. I haven't been getting a lot of footage of Hondas because I'm a bit of a European bike fangirl. All my bikes are from Europe. You see me out on the Beta 300RR Italian dirt bike, or Italian two-stroke. I've got the Husqvarna Vitpilen, but you haven't seen videos of that, but I will put one out there. That's my sports bike. Single cylinder, fucking awesome machine. And of course this KTM, which I'm riding a lot these days. So having an Africa Twin, and I hope to borrow it off Lisa when she finally allows me to borrow it and take it on a bit of a ride review. Obviously a much heavier bike than the 690, but there is overlap between these two marks. The 690 can tour, the Africa Twin can do dirt. They're not exact they don't fit the same segment, but I think Lisa and I will be able to do a lot of easy dirt touring together. And she said that she'd rather take out the cross trainer when it gets gnarly than be on the Africa Twin, and I totally get that. Alright, so look, I just did a piece to camera and I didn't have the camera on. It was highly professional of me, typical Tories Trail style. But this is Lisa's Africa Twin. She did a ride by and I just informed her the camera wasn't on, so she's going to start it up. Lisa, I'll just come over and you give it a rev as you start it up and I'll record it. Just start this little baby up. Here she goes. Sounds pretty good. Go for it. Go, go, go. Yeah, do it again. Alright, so Lisa's going to do a little ride by on this AT. When I didn't have the camera on, I was talking a bit about the crash bars she's got on there. She's got the white crash bars and yeah, looks unreal. Looks unreal. What a weapon. What an absolute weapon. So off she goes. She's got the traction control down on minimum, I think, so she's able to back the end out there nicely. She's all over it. Don't drop it for the camera. Oh, she's tearing up the ground. She's loving it. She's loving it. Good job. Good job. What do you think, Lisa? Any words?
It shits all over a 990.
Yep, she shits all over the 990. Lisa owned a KTM 990. She sold it about 3 or 4 months ago. She loves this bike. I don't know what's better about it.
The weight's so much lower.
Yeah.
It's thin. It's thinner. I could touch the ground easier.
Awesome.
I could touch the ground on the 990. But it makes you super confident.
Awesome, babes. Yeah, look,
it's a dirt bike, like people say.
It's a big dirt bike, and she's even getting it dirty.
And there's this bit wide.
Yeah, bit the tank, I guess, but yeah. All right, I'm going to do a walk around this one, and then we'll head off again. So coming back to the KTM, a couple of things that I've modified on the bike since I last spoke to you guys are these two little spotties. So super bright. Can you see that? Little 5-watt spotties on there. Wired them into directly to the battery, and I've also put on this KTM Power Parts screen. The screen, however, is designed for the pre-19. I think the headlight cutout doesn't match the new headlight, but that's a small concern. It fits otherwise really well, and it does seem to take a lot of the weight off the chest from a lot of the wind buffeting off the chest when you're riding. So just start this thing up so I don't get my battery flat. Yeah, so other than that, there hasn't been any mods since I last spoke to you guys. So I've got the Krieger OS system bags on there. They're really, really good. Just carrying a few tools, bit of water and that in those. Bike has done nearly 5,000 kilometres, so I think since my last walk around I've done... Oh, hang on, this is new. This Vaniche brake pedal, that's brand new as well. So put that on recently. Oh, hang on, I did the canister delete. So yes, this has all been cleaned up. These are the little dongles that you plug in to bypass the canister sensors, etc. So that's got rid of a whole heap of crap on the bike. This brake pedal's fantastic. This is the larger pedal piece. Bloody unreal. Lots of feel. It's in the right spot. Really happy with that. So yeah, just a nice day for a trail ride, easy trail ride, and a couple of little mods. And in case you didn't catch me earlier, thank you guys for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. The channel seems to be growing. People seem to be enjoying the content. I'm just going to keep getting it out there. I probably should try and be a bit more disciplined and get videos out every... Alright, we better move and try and get videos out every week or so, but I have slight delays here and there as I work on videos, and you know how it is. So bear with me, I'll try and get some more stuff out and keep you guys satisfied. Alright, off we go, back onto the trails. got some good footage of you, and that was a good little bit to camera you did. That was perfect. Exactly. Yeah, I said to the camera earlier that your bike is eye candy for the channel. My subscriber count will go up massively if I feature the Africa Twin in every video. You've all heard of Mad Mick. This is Luscious Lisa. Luscious Lisa on her Africa Twin. Okay, I'm not allowed to use that. Yeah, it's on camera now. So I just did a section of riding there on the highway, and this screen is unreal. Just gets that air off the chest, but leaves clean air for the helmet. So no buffeting, but a much more relaxed ride. Just as an indication, I'm about 5'9", and yeah, the wind is coming up sort of just under the chin. So clean air for all of my helmet. If you're shorter, then maybe you get a little bit of buffeting, but I think, look, most of you guys will be okay. Yeah, just such a simple little add-on, that screen, and yet a very, very effective solution for transport sections. Alright, I've got the camera on. Off Lisa goes. Just a nice side profile of the beast, the Africa Twin beast. Doesn't sound as good as my bike yet. She's still got the stock pipe on there, but you know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. This thing is like a weapon. Listen to this, guys. Oh yeah. And I actually got some good reverb there from Lisa's center coming through the helmet, so doubly loud. I had to stop here just for the pure bliss that is this view, looking down through, pretty much looking down south here directly, down through the Victoria Range. Down there you've got Mount Sturgeon and Mount Abrupt and Dunkeld, and yeah, just a really stunning spot to stop. I'll do a bit of a walk around of the bikes, just because everyone loves motorbikes. I don't think there's anything on this planet that compares to the fun that a motorbike provides. Bloody amazing sort of things. A couple of stickers I'll put on there as well. Yeah, AXP Racing, the bash plate, Rade Garage, Perrin Moto. Bloody sexy stuff. We'll go across to the AT, over to Lisa. Beautiful Africa Twin. I'll just back it up a bit so you guys can see that. How amazing is that? All good. So we're just going to continue our ride and get some petrol before Lisa runs out of fuel. Clear. It's sometimes good to follow and just get a bit more, get some footage of someone as you follow them. Just adds to the, I guess, adds to the frame a little bit. If you can see a rider in front on these action cam videos, I do try and get some decent footage of people, you know, as they travel along these roads. So just to let you guys know of the projects I've currently got going, I've got a 2-day ride. I've got like 4 hours of footage from a 2-day ride I did down in South Australia earlier this year. 4 hours of footage, some of the best sand riding I've done in my life. In the process of editing that up, it's going to take quite a bit of work to complete. One thing I didn't mention on that walk around before was the fact that I've fitted up the tubeless a couple of weeks ago. So running the tubeless system, and that's not tubeless as such, that's the tubeless spelled T-U-B-L-I-S-S, where you run a high pressure tube along the inside of the rim, and that actually, when it's pumped up to pressure, which is around 100 to 110 psi, that actually pushes the bead of the tyre against the rim and allows you to run anywhere from 0 to your standard road pressures on your main tyre. So if you have a flat with this system, you just need to plug your main tyre. It's a fantastic system, so much more confidence inspiring when riding off-road, and it makes it a lot easier for trailside punctures if you ever get them. Plus, the added benefit is really being able to lower your air pressures down to ridiculously low tyre pressure settings. I've run on my beta down to 0 or 1 psi for really snotty, rocky stuff. It's still like you're riding on a pillow. You've got so much traction, and you don't have to worry about your rims being dinged, because the inner bladder gives enough protection for the rims there that you're not going to ever really risk that. So it's pretty awesome. I've just got oh, there's a fucking false neutral. That's no good. I've just got dual sport pressures in at the moment. I think, I don't know, 18 psi front and rear, because I'm doing a fair bit of road. But the other day when I was out riding with my buddies, doing some single track and some mixed riding, I was running, I think, around 7 or 8 psi on the rear, and a similar sort of setting on the front. So yeah, on the 690, it's going to give me the ability to tackle stuff that I wouldn't be able to do as well without the tubeless. So yeah, and when I swapped on the tubeless, I took off the stuffed rear tyre that I had. That MC360 lasted me about I think I got about 2,500 k's out of it. It was about toasted. And I also swapped off the front, even though it's got a bit of life left. And I've actually switched my tyre combination up a little bit. I'm trying out the Motos Tractionator Adventure R on the rear, which is I've never tried before, and it seems to hook up really well. It's a bit of a less aggressive pattern than the MC360, and apparently it'll give me a bit more tread life, which is good, and also maybe a bit more confidence on the actual tar. So yeah, and on the front I'm running the Michelin Starcross HP5. They're HP5 hard, which I really like. I've run that before on my Husqvarna 610 and 630, and really rate it. So yeah, this tyre combo is working out really well so far. Yeah, and the tubeless I of course love. Just doing a bit of a blast up here, let the bike, you know, open up. It sounds really fucking good, doesn't it? Okay, I've got a couple of little hairpins up here. Gotta watch out for four-wheel drives coming down here. And Lisa will be back there behind me somewhere. I might just actually slow down and watch her when she comes past. But yeah. Loving the tubeless. Might actually just jump off and show you the tread pattern really quickly while I'm stopped here. So that's the HP5. It's a rounded profile, but its spacings are good. I've used those in sand, in really sandy conditions before, and they clear really well. They're good in mud. The compound it's a hard tyre, so the compound feels quite soft, and that will grip really well on the tar. It's pretty confidence inspiring. I did a road ride with that the other week and was going a little bit fast, a bit naughty, but I had a lot of confidence in that front. And this is the Motos Tractionator Adventure R. So a pretty good spacing, pretty good lugs, bit of clearness there, pretty awesome. Here comes Lisa. Just waited for her to come up. Better jump on and chase her down. This is going to take us up to the Mount Victory Road, and then we can get across to Hall's Gap and go and get a bite to eat and a drink. Car there. Alright, so there she is on the pegs. enjoying this lovely day out. Lisa switched her tyres on her African Twin as well. She's running the, what is it? Anarchy Wild? I'm not sure. Yeah, Anarchy Wild on the back and a good old TKC 80 on the front. She says they're pretty good. Really? You're on one now? Oh, cool. So you can change that while you're riding. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Alright, let's rock. Be able to get around this guy up here. Yeah, you felt comfortable on all of that riding back there? Go, 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 go. It's all good, you're fine. 20 PSI feels just pretty good on the road. Alright, here we are following Lisa's African Twin as we head into Halls Gap. So she's loving this bike. She's comfortable off-road and she's very, very comfortable on-road. She's done a lot of road riding. She's a road rider at heart. And yeah, I got her into dirt biking. She got me into road biking. So it's a match made in heaven, really. Looking good, babes. You're all over it. You look very smooth. You're riding very smooth. Yep. Very smooth, baby. Rode good. This is good footage of you on the AT. Good footage of you on the AT. Oh, I should have been running my program. It would give me lead angle and everything. That stupid Kalimoto. Oh well. Day to be riding, bloody beautiful. Had a good dirt cruise, and now we're on a little bit of tar before we head to the brewery and grab a bite to eat. Yeah, there's a hairpin coming up, Lisa, up here. That always catches you out. Yeah, you got a good pace. Not bad. How does it feel tipping in? Does it feel not too slow to get into the corners? What about braking? How's braking? How's the braking? Pretty good? What's the engine braking like? Yeah. Yeah, that's nasty stuff. It's slippery. It doesn't get any sun, that green moss, so it just sits there. This time of year it doesn't get much sun. Oh, we'd have a lot of fun on these heading across to MotoGP. Because they're so comfy, Lisa. They're still... oh, yeah. Yeah, this thing's comfortable as. And we can, like, I'm just loving this sort of road riding on this thing. Like, it's just so much... oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, just don't hook into that too quick. That bend there, always be careful on that one. These would be so much fun in Tassie on the tight stuff. Those tyres are great because we want to do some off-road in Tassie as well, you know. Stopped in Hall's Gap for a lovely bite to eat at the Paper Scissors Rock Brewery. We didn't have any beer, however, because we're riding motorbikes and I try and stay off the alcohol when I'm riding. Even a small glass of beer will dull my senses somewhat, and I want to stay safe. Hall's Gap's relatively quiet for a weekend, a few people out and about. Lisa has decided to go and get some supplies at the bakery. So yeah, she's over there somewhere. Africa Twins parked up. Life is good. It's watching the world go by. Oh, she was fast. She was fast. Alright, we're off again up the mountain. Life is good, guys. Life is very good. Tyres warm up a little bit. At least the road's nice and dry, so it's hooking up pretty well. I love this bike on this fucking tar. I don't know if it is though. I don't know. I think they're both equal. Go, go, go. I've got to get some motard wheels. I might order some this week. Just be amazing for this road with motard wheels on it. It'd just be absolute insanity. I get some incredible footage of you. How good's that? blasting around these roads. It's just unreal. I fucking love it. This bike's just so well balanced. I've got a slipper clutch, so I never risk the back end sort of chattering or anything. It's just so smooth. Alright, Lisa has instructed me to turn off the comms so she can enjoy her music, and I'm just going to follow her. It's incredibly fun. I love this road. I absolutely love it. Risky. You've got to watch out for traffic coming, you know, maybe on the wrong side of the road, but it's a really, really, really fun blast across twisties. So just about to enter the last 10 kilometres, 5 or 10 kilometres or so of this road. Thanks guys once again for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. It's been a journey of a couple of years. I've really enjoyed making videos, and I'm going to be making a lot more into the future. So look, I'm going to sign off here. This is Tori from Tori's Trails, wishing you guys the best. Happy trails, safe riding. If you want to tune out now, you can, or I'll leave this camera recording through these twisties for the next little bit. I'm going to stop talking. All the best. Gravel, I think Lisa was pointing to there. Oh, I was going to stop talking. I can't shut up. There's quite a lot of gravel on this section, so you've got to be a little bit aware.